This is try number 7 trying to get a video recording. This is the talents that we're using. There's been so many disconnects. This is a very popular talent built in retail on live servers, so I'm just trying this out right now. We're running the Rashi Raps as well. Raparinios, we're gonna see how much it's gonna do. Did we use it? We did use CDR. Penance Shield. Penance Shield. No, Mr. Hunter, don't die on me. No Hunter is gonna die in my group. We're using the new tier set bonus. The 2 set bonus revolves around penance. The 4 set bonus revolves around premonitions. It's giving you additional premonition of insights. Insights give you CDR. CDR allows you to cast more penances into bigger shields. Oracle Discipline Priest is absolutely meta. Delete every order healer. It's the same meta for the next 3 seasons. The War Within is going to be remembered as the War Within the Discipline Priest. The shielding meta. Okay, I don't want to sound too negative because, again, every premonition of piety and solace, you're getting 2 insights, additional insights. So you can see right now I have 2 insights, penance. Oh, penance shield. I mean, I'm not sure what the best way is going to be, what is going to be the most usable way to do it. I'm still messing around with a lot of things. Again, the power of Oracle is the shielding. You have look at the amount of buttons you have to press. You need to really optimize all these buttons, especially on raw type of fights, because I still feel, I've done a bit of testing of Oracle Discipline Priest, I still feel you have like weaknesses, and in order to, you know, optimize those weaknesses, you need to optimize all of the buttons that you have. I didn't really use it in the right order here, but whatever. You don't have the same utility, you don't have an intro, which means that you're heavily reliant on the group, which, again, certain tanks have different CC possibilities, and I feel like... Priest in general just works better with, again, you need to have a comp that can account for the fact that you don't have an interrupt and utility and stuff like that. Always on Pogues situations, I always in Pogues say that, you know, playing something like Resto Shaman is just easier for the Pogue because you can carry a lot of the group. You're a bit of that passenger princess type of mentality. But that doesn't stop from Oracle being meta. Good groups always find ways, right? I'm gonna need to spell my boy here. Good groups find ways, man. And technically, there has been mana changes to Oracle, and I definitely feel at least a little bit of it. I definitely feel at least a little bit of it. Where's it charging? We're gonna have to do this bomb here. I could have gripped him, but I should have gripped him, to be honest, but whatever. I mean, every time I use premonitions, I need to track which one is going to be used. Am I gonna get double insight on top of it? What spells am I gonna use the cooldown reduction on? Depending on the situation. But I honestly, during like really hectic moments, I'm literally just sending it. And sometimes I'm just messing up the order or not using the cooldown reduction on the right spells. It honestly can become a little bit hectic because like when shit hits the fan, tracking all of these and stuff like that. I didn't have to use it here because there was just nothing going on, right? This boss doesn't really have a lot of that healing requirements, so it's not that bad. But on other fights, trying to optimize it, like again, in Mythic Plus, a lot of people send insight on like penance, shield type of thing. I'm sure that's gonna, we'll see if that's gonna continue in Season 3. In Raid, it's obviously probably going to be a little bit different. It feels like very much... it could be very similar to what happened in Season 2. Like, I feel like Oracle shields are still strong, which makes them, or provides a big safety net to your group, which is going to be hard to beat. I don't think Oracle is the highest, like, HPS. I still think you have issues with, like, certain boss types and certain, like, for example, in Season 2, if you're doing something like Candle King, you much rather have a Resto Druid for Candle King than an Oracle Discipline Priest. I think Something similar to this might continue, but I would need to like test it a bit more. I do think that in lower keys, you can be carried by that pen and shielding interaction and you don't have to worry about too much else. But when you're doing higher keys and stuff like that, I think you have to start, you know, how I'm gonna use my pain suppressions, how I'm gonna... I didn't even use that many cooldowns. The AoE should be happening soon. I'm gonna use my pet penance. I'm gonna use evangelism here if I'm being honest with you. Actually, yeah, I'll just use evangelism. The green stuff on the bars showcases the people that have atonement. So if everyone is green, that means they have atonement. So it's easier way to track it for me personally. It's easier way to track it. I still don't know what the best HPS healer is going to be. I'm still not sure what the best... I need to use my premonitions, man. I've been kind of plebbing with my premonitions. I'm not really using my CDR all that well. I just feel like with the extra premonition of insight, like I said at the start of the video or whatever, with extra premonition of insight, when shit hits the fan, sometimes I'm just not aligning it properly. So I think there will be a decent skill reward for, hey, I'm optimizing all my premonition of insights and stuff like that. Like, this is gonna be a perfect example in terms of, ooh, they're getting 3 bombs on top of this. Ooh, this is spicy. So technically you only need to heal 3 people here. It's important to remember that. I'm gonna use the CDR premonition, apply. I mean, you should mainly focus on 3 people. The tank should be fine. You're not taking damage because you're not linked, or you're not taking damage. Oh my goodness, the bombs went off at the same time. Triple stacks. Oh, let's go, baby. Let's go, man. 5.5 million healing. This is how we play the game. This is how we play, boys. Okay, so next one is gonna be... I'm gonna use... Nice. I'm gonna use evangelism here. Even though I probably shouldn't have to, but... Next one, I'm gonna have shield and I'm gonna have uppies. We're gonna optimize our uppies. I know people have big opinions about Oracle being meta for another season, but I generally think balancing shields is just so freaking hard, man. It's just so freaking hard. Oh no. I think my friend got hit by something. Oh, you might die. Let's give a shield to the hunter, penance into shield, penance, instant radiance, a little bit of a mind blast. My tank is dying. Don't die, my friendly tank. I like Oracle. I like Oracle. I like the shielding. I like the class fantasy that you have with like, hey, I put out a big nice shield here. I think Blizzard is trying to keep that. I need to get a bit of mana here. I think Blizzard is trying to keep that fantasy. And this was the overall for Floodgate, and we did around close to 3 million overall healing. You can see the breakdown here. Just to showcase the tier set, you press the overheal premonition, gives you 2 CDR. You can use that in multiple different ways. You can use it for penance, and you can use it for penance to stack your wheel and woe. You're getting bigger shields, you're getting them more often. The Oracle niche continues, right? I mean, how do you balance this properly? I feel like Blizzard just went in and they said, hey, we're gonna make your mana feel worse. And I do think that the mana consumption of Oracle is worse. And I do think that certain talents, like all the mana talents, you might be like, hey, I really need this right now because I don't want to be drinking. I'm not sure what it's going to feel like in a really high key on a really high end boss. How do I do this and stuff like that? So I do think mana might become an issue in further down the line and things like that, but I don't think it's the end of the world, at least based on this testing so far. I think healing felt fine. I think shielding was strong. And just a small update to this video. After having tested every single healer when it comes to Mythic Plus content, different combinations of hero builds in terms of Season 3 PTR, I can tell you, if nothing changes, Oracle Discipline Priest is a very likely candidate to be meta again. I talked about this throughout the video. Oracle Discipline Priest might not be the best at all situations out there, but that didn't stop Oracle Discipline Priest in Season 2 because it was kind of similar in that kind of regard. At the end of the day, powerful shields, and in Season 3 you get those powerful shields more often because of how your tier set works. Balancing that in scalable Mythic Plus content is extremely hard. If nothing changes, it's most likely another Oracle Discipline Priest season.